We are back, baby. I was so convinced by this time of year I would have my wall decorated, but here I am. I did not decorate my wall. So, it has been a year, actually a little bit more than a year. I was really convinced that I filmed this video on the 26th last year, but I actually filmed it on the 12th, so whoopsies. I'm turning into an iPad kid. I'm reviewing our video from last year, and we're going to compare answers. Take a little look, see what's happened in the past year. So our first question was, what is your highest follower count? So I actually have never had social media before. As of now, I have 48 followers, and that's on my spam account, so I don't think that counts. I can't believe I had that much hair. First of all, let's take a little look. So exciting. I started putting my hair in the middle too. Wow. We had a glow off is what happened. Okay, let's take a look at our numbers right now. Instagram has 410 followers, which is so awesome. YouTube is close behind with 357 subscribers. So it's pretty good. Didn't meet our goal of 1,000. That might have been a little ambitious, specifically considering I haven't been producing any music like on music platforms. It was just kind of feeling stuff out. But still, that's that's 3/5 of the way, which I think is phenomenal. I mean, that's just so cool that like 400 people want to see my stuff every day, and it means like the world to me that these people are just, you guys are following my music and my journey and supporting me. I just really hope that you guys are enjoying it as much, and these numbers tell me that I'm getting there, so that's awesome. If someone wouldn't mind telling me how to break into the TikTok, I have 62 followers, which is fine, right? That's great, that's a good number. But I level out about 100 views per video, which I still feel like that's a lot of people, but considering my goals, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, it's not that important because I have 2 other problems, but I don't know. If someone wants to tell me the secret to getting famous on the TikTok, let me know. This next question is, what genre do you listen to the most? I probably listen to pop the most. I have like a lot of different favorites and a lot of different genres. And I feel like pop is just such a big umbrella. Like, what defines pop? I don't know. Lately, I've been more on a rock kick, but it's probably still pop. New goal is just to be decisive. I'm gonna stop being indecisive with questions like this. And I'll go more into this later. I know I asked some more questions about it, but yeah, pop and light rock make up the biggest majority of what I'm listening to right now. Most recent music obsession. Definitely Livingston, like all of his songs. And Byhold's recent album though, Egg in the Backseat, is really good. As of late, still love Livingston and Byhold, but I kind of went out of that phase. Our top 3 songs. Poster Boy by Lynn Lapede. I could have that song on repeat all week, just forever. I love that. I Hate Everything About You by 3 Days Grace. A little bit switched up. It's just, I love the guitars. And Library Card by J. Maya. Her entire album, Poetic License, is absolutely wonderful. I really enjoyed it, so highly recommend listening to those 3. What genre would you use to describe yourself? I fit under the pop umbrella, but not Ariana Grande. Style-wise, I actually don't even know what it is. There's a little bit of Y2K, but I also really like leather, you know, a little bit of edge, but not like really edgy. I probably fit in the pop genre the most, both like style and style-wise. With a little bit of indie and alt rock here and there. You know, I really thought I'd have this like figured out by now. It's a tough thing to figure out, especially considering, I mean, it's just like everywhere. Like, I went to state competition for German opera. Oh, but I also sang country with Adam Calvert, which was absolutely amazing, by the way. I'm like everywhere in between, and there's like a lot of things I enjoy, but I have like, although I love, like, country is really fun to sing, not the genre I want to crown myself into though, so we're gonna push that out. Classical singing, also super duper good for training, really cool to sing, but also like I don't want to be classical, like that's not my genre that I want to sing in. So when it comes to singing, I think I'm definitely pop, but more like, so I just have my association in my brain. I think of like Ariana Grande, and I mean, there's no hate to her. Awesome singer, but just not like, I don't necessarily want to be radio pop, if you get what I mean. I'm more like M. Behold, and she kind of like is radio pop, but it's like different. It's different. So the artist that I've been looking up to most, number one, Cody Fry. Love him. I love his orchestral like pieces and how he makes that. He has, you know, a very pop voice, but it's just he's just brilliant. And the biggest part of music and singing for me is the storytelling. I love the storytelling. And so he just, you know, he's kind of more Broadway. And I love that. Another guy I've been looking up to is John Michael Howell. He's been dropping a song like every week this entire year, which is like insane. The vibes are up, you know, it's just, I love his work ethic, him just as a person. He's the kind of person I want to be as an artist. Also NF, kind of like rediscovered in the recent months, and his storytelling is phenomenal. And that's part of the reason I have a genre crisis, because it's like I want to be cool and like NF, like he has like his thing, but it's not in me to be like intimidating. He has his signature and he's a phenomenal storyteller, and those are skills I want to be able to exhibit in my own artistry. I just have to figure out how to make it mine. What is your current goal for your musical journey? Music is just something I've loved forever. I love performing. So I'd like to be at a point eventually where it would be a career, but I'm still really young and I'm still not sure what my future's gonna pan out to be yet. But right now I'm just getting a feel for it, what people like, what people don't like, what I'm good at, what could use some work, how to work social media platforms. So yeah, my main goal this year is to establish myself online. If it's just 1,000 people, then that's like, I think that'd be a pretty good benchmark this year. So I still don't know exactly what to suspect, specifically with my future. I'm getting close to being an adult, which is totally fun, totally cool, but also like, how exciting. You know, it's a little nerve-wracking. It's hard to tell because I still don't have like a ton of engagement. I don't have a method yet to exactly what I post. I had an original song that I wrote. I still don't have a name for it. It got 12,000 views on Instagram. And it was awesome, and it was really cool because I was just kind of like depressed, you know, like everybody goes through those times, and I was definitely in a rut at that point. But that day I made a conscious decision. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna write some music, because like why am I tearing myself up about this? Like, this isn't worth it. Music is one of those amazing ways that I'm able to express myself and really just, you know, I just pound my heart out at the piano and like sob, and it feels so good. It's just so good for my soul. And so I thought maybe someone else will find this kind of inspiring. And 12,000 views. I thought it was interesting too because it was an original, so there was no tags like connecting it to any other artist or anything. Like, it just, the goodwill of God just put it on people's For You pages, and they loved it. I think being authentic, which is always what I wanted to be, it is equivalent to success, which is very comforting for me. I also sang I Hear a Symphony, and on YouTube, I think that's at 27,000 views right now, which boggled my mind. I just sat down in my bathtub and I was like, I'll just sing a little song. I was trying to get better acoustics, and it was completely quiet for 6 months, like no views, and then all of a sudden just boom, and I was like, what? So that was wild, and I got such good feedback. And this little girl, she tagged me in her video, and I'm guessing she's probably around 12 years old, and she had a little hairbrush, and she was singing I Hear a Symphony. That is my mission right there. What I talked about in the previous video, the goal of just like, I love music, I love people, I love being able to share this, like, that is what I want. I want nothing more than to just inspire little girls to feel like how I feel, and to be almost, you know, like a light in a dark place if possible. Like, that is the dream, and I've already started achieving it. So that brings me just immense joy, and I'm so grateful that I was able to put that out there and people liked it. Finally, advice I'd give to my younger self. Musically, I would tell her not to stop piano lessons. This year, I have learned a lot about asking questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And don't be afraid to try something new, because that's what this world is made for. if you have doubts like festering inside of you, they'll only get worse. And the only way to combat that is to start asking your questions and start looking for answers. 2 things I've learned this year. 1, stop wasting your time. It's so easy to like social media, because it's been amazing. I've been able to come in contact with friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and it allows me to push out my music to people like you. But with that, I did get sucked into the social media wormhole. I was really confident that I would be above that. Scrolling on social media is infinitely easier than writing music, and even though I love making music, it's hard, especially now where I want it to be a career. Like I have to start pushing myself a lot more. It's hard. It's hard, that's just all it is. And so I would tell her to put it away earlier, and those people that you want to talk to, they will be there. Those things you want to see, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So stop wasting your time. It's figured out. You got it. You can do hard things. Number 2, take your dreams seriously. Like, I don't want to spend money because like I won't be getting paid back for like all this stuff I'm putting into it for a long time, and I didn't be saving up for like college and admission and all this sort of thing, and like I was just like so anxious about it. But it's something I love. And if I do want it to be a career 5 years like down the future, I have to start now. So stop stressing about what society wants us to do and start focusing on what you want to do. And work hard for it. It might be a little stressful trying to fit stuff in with also trying to get like a job that pays and that sort of thing, but I'm doing it. I've started doing it, and I know you can too. I feel a lot more comfortable in front of the camera than I did last year. I think that was a great video, but I also think that I was just kind of a little bit uptight, you know, like I want to make a good first impression, even though I think that video has a total of like maybe 20 views. I feel more grown into myself. And that's really important for me to go on, because this music career, you know, like I have complete and total control over it. This is for me. I believe humankind is here to create. And that can be anything, whatever your career path, whatever you're thinking about doing, but specifically, you know, you see that the most in the performing and fine arts. The world is so beautiful, and I think music has the miraculous ability to bring out the best in everyone and everything, and that's what I love about being here and doing this, and hopefully setting up a future where I affect a lot of people, and yeah, it's pretty dang cool. This upcoming year, I have a friend who's a drummer and who's a guitarist, and we might create a little band. We're hoping. I'm doing my best to do that. I'll dabble in some jazz stuff. A lot of fun honor choirs, and some auditions for some potentially really big things coming up. So a lot of exciting things that I have in my calendar that I'm committing to. So I'm very excited for this upcoming year. Hopefully there'll be a lot of content. If there's anything you guys want to see, I mean, keep dropping the song requests. I know I don't fulfill them like very often, but I write them all down. I write every single one down. It's wonderful to have that inspiration, especially from viewers who want to see it. If you thought I was a little fun to watch just talking to the camera, I mean, hit me up. Let me know if you want to see anything else from me. Any suggestions? If anyone wants to collaborate, again, hit me up. I have lots of experience with a choir, being a background singer, and also lead roles. I dabble in acting, voiceovers. I do lots of social media managing, not just for this, but for our family business and for a couple school functions. So I've got my hands in a little bit of everything. I'm messing around with cinematography, so if you guys want to see some of that too, just whatever. I am so excited for this next year, and yeah, thanks for sticking around, all of you new friends that I found this year. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and God bless.